When things change inside you, things change around you. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we got going on today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, prices sliding down, 6,100 area. People talking about the price of Bitcoin coming down even further as we're getting closer to the halving. It's the same old question, right? It seems like the people that are in Bitcoin for the long term, talking about how they would like to change the way that money is looked at on the face of this planet, separating government from finance. Then we have these other people, which are in Bitcoin and altcoins and all these different DeFi and emerging projects that are coming out of this. And they're trying to get rich quick, right? But it seems like the people like me that are in here for the long term are constantly talking to the people that are out there trying to get rich quick, because we know from the people that have been here a long time that it's a very small percentage of people that get rich quick in the cryptocurrency space. It's about understanding that this is a long-term game. This isn't a short-term situation, because in the short term, you can only get rich in the wrong kind of money if you're looking at this that way, right? Because you'd be getting a lot of fiat. And what's good is fiat if it's just printed paper, right? That's constantly coming out of the printing machine and can be held up in the bank if they don't think you're making it right, can be taxed, and the taxes can be changed, and all the different things that happen because everyone's going to want to stick their hand in your cookie jar. Right? If you got a lot of cookies in your cookie jar, everybody wants some of your cookies. That's just how that goes in this world. A lot of people are starting to realize, it's 2020. It's not really supposed to be about money. It's not really supposed to be about making yourself happy. It's supposed to be about this ideal of making the world a better place for everyone else and the generations to come. If you want to start pushing Bitcoin, you don't have to be into it for thousands and thousands of dollars. Simple $50, $75, $100, something small like that, even collected a little bit over the time, gives you a stake in the game. And that's the big picture, is that you're willing to vote, right? Like if you want to put it in that kind of a situation, there are 21 million Bitcoin votes. Are you going to vote for a decentralized system? You don't even have to have a full vote. You can have a part of a vote. It's going to get harder and harder, right? As the price of Bitcoin goes up and down and people, speculate on it. But ultimately, for Bitcoin to win, it'd have to go to zero. They'd have to make it illegal. They'd have to blacklist this. Now, the hard question is, are you going to sell Bitcoin then? Or are you going to hold Bitcoin when the American government or whatever country says the possession of Bitcoin is illegal because it's undermining our system? Now, if you're a smart person, you're going to look down the road now and you're going to start saying, these are the things that I should prepare myself for. They say it takes 50 years for a currency to actually gain a root in the planet, right? It's been 11. We have 1%. Is it going to take another 48 years or whatever? Possibly, but we know that things that are digitally seem to happen a lot faster. We know that the economic turmoil that's unfolding right now could help speed things up a bit. But if it doesn't, we need to start teaching our children to get into Bitcoin. We need to start teaching them about it, because their children are going to be the children that are benefiting from the work that we're doing now. And this comes back to that whole ideal of making the planet a better place for more than just yourself. All right, we have patiently waiting on the sidelines here is my lovely, one and only, irreplaceable co-host, Sammy.
Oh, you were only at the 5-minute mark. Good morning, everyone.
Did I rant and rave enough? Do we have anybody in the chat?
We got a few, and John from Malibu is here.
I want to know who else is feeling very refreshed from all of this stay-at-home relaxation time the government is forcing upon us. I think this is the biggest mistake they could have made, because...
Oh, bring your head this way.
Oh.
Yep. There you go.
What?
You'll be like, oh, you didn't tell me about my, yes. Later. This is another reason we try not to watch the shows afterwards. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear my voice. He's in the Coachella Valley.
Who's here? I'm sorry.
John from Malibu.
John from Malibu.
Not in Malibu.
Nice. Not in Malibu. Well, that's 3. Can we get someone else? So, I mean, I know that John from Malibu brought the party, but is it a party?
Well, Zaza's probably coming in here shortly.
If you guys are out there in the chat, don't lurk in the dark. Please let us know that you're here. We're all just about hanging out, right? We're fighting the good fight. And this is how we do it. We continue to spread awareness and adoption by getting out here every single day and talking about the fact that fiat currency is a dying situation and cryptocurrency is the next big deal. It's going to be the next form of money. It's the next form of value. And the smart people are going to figure out how to start strategically placing themselves in it. The ideal of, when is it going to grab a root hold or a threshold? And when is the price going to go up and down? These things nobody knows. I'm not here to blow smoke at you and say that I know what these things are. I'm just here to fight in the revolution by saying that this currency is going to be the next currency. If the price comes down, I don't think it's going to come down to something crazy like 2,800. But I mean, I didn't think we were going to have that big drop off that we just had.
Is it just going to be like how when people look back at the first McDonald's and they're like a hamburger for 25 cents? I mean, everybody they want the McDonald's hamburger from 1952 or whatever. Well, maybe you're just getting, a real good price on Bitcoin, even if it does drop. Later on, you'll be like, oh my God, that was when it was 3,000. Yep, 25-cent hamburger.
I mean, it's a complicated situation, right? It can't be captured in some simple phrases and this and that. Big picture, 1 Bitcoin for 1 Bitcoin. It's this ideal that everything changes in life and that we're looking at something big happening.
Those phrases are you actually say, I see value in Bitcoin always. You know what I mean? That is not something you can instill in somebody else. That is not something, a catchphrase is not going to, I know Bitcoin has value.
The difference between hearing and listening.
Yes. Like, I know, just like, people have it. I don't know if you want to call it hopium, faith. I mean, whatever it is, it is not a question to me. It is a question on how long it's going to take. So yes, it is very easy for me to be like, well, the price is right now, whatever it is. I don't care enough. It is later that it's going to matter. Hopefully when it's actually currency. I hope we see it in our lifetime. That would be so amazing. You're like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, I went to the bank. Yeah, I put a little bit of, Satoshis in my Bitcoin account. All right. So, yep, no one's talking. But we do have a few more viewers, just no one's talking.
All right. Well, I do got some news today. It looks like things are slowing down. It looks like that Corona stuff is getting pulled out of the news a little bit. I noticed yesterday was the first day that ABC Live News was not nonstop Corona governor.
It was ridiculous. It was weird. It was weird.
But it does seem like, of course, Corona is going to get into everything. We're looking at the scams and the fake stuff and all the hacks and everything on how Corona is going to be playing out in the cryptocurrency. We got somebody out there on Reddit with a post talking about how, well, they were sick with the coronavirus and feverish. They went and downloaded the Google Chrome XRP extension. And they put about 14,000 XRP, which is like $2,400.
Okay, I mean, it's not a lot of money. Yeah. Okay.
And it looks like they shared it out. I mean, the article was funny. Just the ideal that, well, you're like, so in...
Why are you making decisions when you are fevered with Corona? I am just saying, maybe that's not the time. If you can't even make the choice between chicken noodle and beef, like barley, why are you making more decisions? She's
supposedly feverishly passed out in the midst of all
of
this.
My dear God.
Well, it's just the ideal that we're going to hear more and more. They're going to use this, as we're seeing right now, that the surface area of the internet, the people that are on there accessing things, sitting on their social media 24/7 is larger. Right. And with the largest surface vector like this, we're going to see the hackers try to infiltrate their accounts. And stupid is the easiest way.
Or fevered or whatever you want to go with. If you are not in your complete sobered right sense, yes, if you are not completely sober and in your right state of mind, why are you doing anything?
Why are you playing with your crypto?
Yes. I'm just no. I mean, I do feel for but really not the best choice.
I don't know. I guess that'd be like counting your millions on the balcony.
Yes, as you're distracted or drunk or
a little
anything, all of it. Whatever, take your pick.
All right. So continues on. We got more scams out there. QR code generators. Now, this one I have actually used things like this. I have taken a wallet, stuck the address in a QR code generator, and then used that generator in graphics. Such as this. And apparently they got fraudulent ones out there. And they've gotten about $40,000 worth of Bitcoin. And what happens is no matter what address or what you put in it, it generates a QR code for one specific address. And as people go to send you money or donate money to your project, it goes straight to the bad guy's account. Right.
Their box doesn't match. Right. Yep, they just make their square.
It looks like they got about 9 QR code generators that have been spotted on the internet in the last several weeks. There's a list of them. You can go find them. I don't post anything really down below in the show notes. We all know what's going on with YouTube and the purge, so I keep very selective, minimal information on this page.
Yep.
Try to give them less of a surface area to attack me on. I'm not Ivan on tech. I can't just pull up my own platform and get 100,000 subscribers to come over.
I know.
I have noticed though that if we are talking about Bitcoin and we are talking about the price, the views on the channel are somewhat of an indicator of the cryptocurrency trends. When I have closer to 100 views, the market is quite bullish. When I have the standard 35 to 55 views, that's our standard in the market. That is the medium. That is the normal.
Yep.
And as of lately, we are looking at 20 views or so.
Oh, that one that got like 19. Ooh, that was awesome.
So with the big drop off, I mean, we've said it before. It's said again, washed out the weekends. And I'm not going to say it washed out the weekends. It just, people are indulging in other interests at this time. It probably hurt. People were probably overextended, probably psychologically had trouble dealing with the perspective of the situation because they were focused too much on the immediate financial needs that they have versus the money they had put in there.
And now they could be working from home. They could be, 100 other reasons to not be as interested.
Well, you don't want to look at loss. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That breeds depression. If you feel that way, you don't keep looking at your Blockfolio and refreshing it. That's just stupid. Go read a book. Go hang out with your family. Go do something else. Go call your mom. I'm sure she'd love to talk to you.
Right? Live in the moment. It's a lot better than any of the other ones in the past.
You can't do nothing about yesterday. I can only do something about now and forward. And I work in terms of what I can do versus what I cannot do.
Paul Rouleau is here.
Paul Rouleau,
he says,
finally. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you coming out here. I am not such a crazy person ranting about this revolution in the woods.
Oh, that's debatable, but you have other people with us now.
Those are the 2 news topics that I had.
Ooh.
But it is this ideal that as the space grows, the scams are going to become more pertinent. This is why we need to develop better user interfaces. It's one of the chinks in the chain here that keeps adoption down, is that besides the fact that we're building out the infrastructure and we're still figuring out how this is all going to work, that we have to get better graphic user interfaces without these QR codes and without all of these long string of numbers, so that we can get the average every single day person that can't even operate the simple Candy Crush on their phone pretty much. I don't know what new apps are, so I can't really make fun of new stuff.
I know, right? Throwback to like 4 years ago, but yes, we don't actually. Actually, our son was like, I don't know why you haven't downloaded games, Mom. They have so many stupid, like, cute ones. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't really use any of our electronics quite for entertainment in that way. But yeah, I'm sure there is something better than Candy Crush now. We just have no clue.
So what do we got going on in the chat? You guys got any thoughts or opinions about what's happening on the market?
Talking.
No one's talking.
Eh.
Well, I guess that's fine. Like I said,
Yeah,
you know,
Beaky's
views are
talking.
down. I do appreciate
We
those
love
of you
you
who have
guys.
come by and given us the thumbs up, you know, sharing this video out for us. It helps. But we're going to keep being here. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're not going anywhere. The revolution is still strong. It will have its ups and downs. The price of Bitcoin will see better days if you're in it for the financial gains. The halving is coming up. It just seems like that it's going to get sprung on people a lot more than what it was. We had anticipated the possibility of a over pump in anticipation of the happening. And now it definitely seems like that this is not really going to happen.
I mean, it's not on the forefront of everybody's mind at the moment, it seems like.
Yeah, so we're going to have Bitcoin go from 6.1 to 2, or I mean to 20.
2.
Yeah, they're thinking more like 2.
Eugene said it here first. No. Oh, Andy Anderson is here. Hi. He says hi. Hi.
Andy, I'm glad that you can make it, my friend. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just because I have put some time in the situation that it's like I bought a car. I keep coming back. I bought a classic car. I restored it. It's in perfect shape. I'm just going to keep leaving it in the garage. You know, I'm not out to look and gain any more Satoshis. I don't know. I mean, when I got in and it was under $1,000,
yeah,
you know.
But I'm not going to, I mean.
But I'm not saying that you shouldn't. You know, that's the other problem is that I need to make sure that where I am and where adoption is are not the same. I am fully adopted. We need to get more people adopted. You do need to start, you know, making sure that you got whatever is good for your family. And people say, oh, a couple $100. You really don't need more than that at this point in time, especially if you're questioning these things. I mean, if you're saying to yourself, how much should I have in Bitcoin? A couple $100 is a lot for you.
The fact that you're at any, take a pick, any Bitcoin, the fact that you're saying it, yes, you need some, any amount.
When you get to the part where you should have a lot of Bitcoin, you're not asking these questions.
They're asking about how much should I pay at a transaction fee? Okay.
Do I really have to pay 7 Satoshis?
Can I go super, super slow? Is there like Ice Age level?
All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out here, still keeping the faith, spreading the good word of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We're still moving forward with the channel. We have some donational addresses down below because we're still looking to get out to Wakaan. It does seem like it's still going to be happening. We went out, we passed out flyers like this one right here.
All last year.
We did it last year at 4 different events. We're going to get out there and try to do it at one event this year. We're going to try to go big, go home. We're going to run an RV. We're going to set up a booth. We're going to try to get help. We're going to pass out. We might have t-shirts and stuff like that.
Get some swag. Yes.
So, of course, we're a not-for-profit organization. I'd like everyone to think of this as a carbon offset because not everybody can get out there and do something to help Bitcoin because it has no marketing department. We don't mind getting out there and doing it. Bitcoin's done a lot for us. We love to get back to it. That's why we have the free help desk, which are listed down below in the emails. You can hit me up. There's even a private email on Proton. But so you know who you're talking to, that's why we do the video, right? And there is no 0.1 Bitcoin, 0.01 Bitcoin in order to get my help. I just want to see everybody keep their Bitcoin and cryptocurrency safe. Because remember, not your keys, not your Bitcoin.
John from Malibu says, beast evaluation when more people wake up. Andy Anderson says he's still shooting for 21 Bitcoin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Man, that's more than me.
Man, hardcore.
I mean.
Oh, and John from Malibu says, well, gosh darn it, we love you too. We do love you.
I mean, you guys are my best friends. I mean, I just wish that. See, I don't know if I was just quick to this, but I saw in the beginning that adoption is going to be key. Yes. Adoption is very slow.
We were like, why doesn't everybody know about this? Like,
right.
What?
Yes. Moving off of the Bitcoin project and moving into the other projects, they're great. But it is a lot more of gamble to it. Like if you want to get rich quick, if you're looking to make money, that's where it is. That's where you're going to make it. You're not going to get rich quick overnight with Bitcoin.
It's designed. Yes, it is not designed for that.
To have a better currency than the fiat dollar bill is in Bitcoin. And you know, I don't know if it's just me and who I am. Money doesn't make me happy.
No.
These things do. knowing that I participated in something bigger than myself is really the goal. All right, you guys, have a great day. Take care of each other. Enjoy all of this, right? When else do you not have to go to work and not have to stress about the bills? Because somehow it's going to figure itself out, right?
There's too many people failing at
too
this
many
right
people
now.
failing at this moment. Air and water are free, so go ahead and live it up while you can. You only get one go around. Take it easy, you guys. Keep that BTC safe. Later.
Wash your hands. Bye, guys.